Once upon a time, in a small town named Maplewood, there lived a young girl named Sarah. She was a normal girl, just like her friends, but she had a secret. Sarah had the power to see people's astral selves. One day, Sarah and her friend Emily decided to try a new game they found in an old book. It was called The Night Visitors. The book said that at midnight, they could invite spirits into their dreams. That night, Sarah and Emily got ready to play the game. They lit candles and said the magic words written in the book. As the clock struck midnight, they both fell asleep. Suddenly, Sarah found herself in a dark forest. She was alone and scared. But then she saw a light in the distance. She walked towards it and found a big, old house. The door was open, so she went inside. The house was full of people, but they were all transparent like ghosts. Sarah realized that she was seeing their astral selves. She met an old man named Mr. Lewis, who told her that they were trapped in the house by a powerful spirit named Eveline. Sarah decided to help the trapped spirits, so she went to find Eveline. She discovered a secret room in the house, where Eveline was hiding. Eveline was a little girl with black eyes and a scary smile. She told Sarah that she was lonely and wanted friends to play with forever. Feeling sorry for Eveline, Sarah agreed to play with her, but only if she let the trapped spirits go. Eveline agreed, but she had a condition. Sarah had to win a game of hide and seek. If Sarah lost, she would become trapped in the house too. As they started playing, Sarah realized that the house was changing. Rooms appeared and disappeared, and the walls moved like a maze. Sarah was lost and scared, but she kept searching for Eveline. Finally, Sarah found Eveline hiding behind a curtain. Eveline was angry that she lost, but she kept her promise and released the spirits. Suddenly, the house began to shake, and Sarah woke up from her dream. The next morning, Sarah told Emily about her adventure. Emily didn't believe her, so they went to the library to find the old book. But when they got there, the book was gone. Later that day, Sarah saw Mr. Lewis in town. He was no longer a ghost, and he thanked Sarah for saving him and the others. But then, he whispered a secret: the game was not over. Sarah's heart raced as she realized that Eveline was still out there, waiting for her chance to play again. She knew she had to be ready, for she was the only one who could see the night visitors. As the sun set, Sarah's powers grew stronger, and she vowed to protect her friends and family from the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Little did she know that the game had just begun, and that many more twists and turns awaited her in the darkness of the night. As the days passed, Sarah felt the constant presence of Eveline in her dreams. She knew that the little girl with black eyes was waiting for the right moment to strike. In the meantime, strange things began happening in Maplewood. People started sleepwalking and talking about their strange dreams. Sarah's friend Emily was one of them. She began to sleepwalk, and when she woke up, she had no memory of where she had been or what she had done. Sarah became concerned and decided to use her powers to enter Emily's dreams and find out what was happening. That night, Sarah concentrated on Emily as she fell asleep. She found herself back in the dark forest, but this time, Emily was there too. They wandered through the forest together, looking for clues. Eventually, they discovered a hidden door in the ground, leading to a secret underground lair. Inside the lair, they found Eveline, who had grown stronger and more frightening. She had captured other spirits and was controlling their astral selves. Sarah realized that Eveline was behind the sleepwalking incidents in Maplewood. She was using the trapped spirits to do her bidding. Sarah confronted Eveline and demanded she release the captured spirits. Eveline laughed and agreed, but only if Sarah could solve a riddle. If she failed, she would join the other trapped spirits and be under Eveline's control forever. The riddle was, "I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I?" Sarah thought hard and finally answered, "A joke." Eveline scowled, furious that Sarah had solved the riddle. True to her word, she released the spirits, including Emily's astral self. The underground lair began to crumble, and Sarah and Emily raced to escape. As they emerged from the forest, they woke up from their dream. Emily was no longer sleepwalking, and the strange incidents in Maplewood stopped. Sarah hoped that Eveline was gone for good, but she knew she had to stay vigilant. From that day on, Sarah used her powers to protect Maplewood from the night visitors. With each new challenge and twist, she grew stronger and more confident in her abilities. She knew that as long as she had her friends by her side, they could face any darkness together. But deep down, Sarah could not shake the feeling that Eveline was still out there, waiting for her chance to return and play her twisted games once more. And so, the battle between good and evil continued, with Sarah determined to keep the darkness at bay and protect her town from the unknown horrors that lurked just beyond the shadows. Months went by without any sign of Eveline or the night visitors. Life in Maplewood returned to normal, and people seemed to have forgotten about the strange incidents. Sarah, however, remained watchful, knowing that Eveline could reappear at any moment. One day, while Sarah was walking through the forest, she discovered a mysterious, ancient-looking pendant lying on the ground. It was adorned with symbols that Sarah had seen in the old book about the night visitors. She felt a powerful energy emanating from the pendant, and knew that it was meant for her. She took the pendant home and studied it carefully. She discovered that it had the power to protect her and her loved ones from the dark forces that she had faced. With the pendant in her possession, Sarah felt more confident and prepared than ever before. That night, Eveline appeared in Sarah's dreams one final time. She had become even more powerful and terrifying, her black eyes filled with rage. Eveline challenged Sarah to one last battle, claiming that if she won, she would take over not only Maplewood but the entire world. Sarah accepted the challenge, knowing that she had to protect her friends, family, and the world from the darkness. Wearing the pendant, Sarah and Eveline faced off in an epic battle within the dream world. The pendant's power protected Sarah, allowing her to counter Eveline's attacks and weaken the evil spirit. As the battle raged on, Sarah realized that the pendant's power could also free Eveline from the darkness that had consumed her. With a final surge of energy, Sarah used the pendant to purify Eveline's spirit, banishing the evil that had taken control of her. Eveline's black eyes turned back to their normal color, and she appeared as a regular little girl once again. She was finally free from the darkness and grateful to Sarah for saving her. In that moment, the dream world began to fade, and both girls woke up in their own beds. The next morning, Sarah discovered that the pendant had vanished, its purpose fulfilled. Maplewood was now safe from the night visitors, and Sarah's life returned to normal. She knew that she had made a difference, and that her powers had been a gift that allowed her to protect those she cared about. With the darkness defeated, Sarah could finally focus on enjoying her life with her friends and family, knowing that she had faced the unknown and emerged victorious. As she grew older, she would always remember her adventures and the lessons she had learned about courage, friendship, and the power of light to overcome darkness. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling adventure. If you enjoyed this story, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Your support helps us continue creating more exciting content for you. Stay tuned for more tales of suspense, mystery, and the supernatural.